That is sensational. That's our tuna cheese and leek pie made. Come on. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're going to do a really easy weeknight or quick meal. Very simple. We're using ready-made pastry. You buy ready-made or you make your own. And we're going to use canned tuna. We got some leeks. We're going to make a little bit of a sauce, a roux with some cheese, and we're going to make a very easy tuna and leek pie. So simple. Come on. Okay, we got some leeks. They've already been cleaned and I've taken the leaves off and I've topped and tailed. That is the leek I've got there. You only want 2 or 3. But that would leave me with a couple of these, so I'm going to use the whole lot. Now, what we need to do is slice those thinly because we are going to saute them in a pan. Now, I'm going to take my pan. Let's move the tuna. I'm going to take my pan, and I'm not interested about heating up the pan at this stage. I'm going to get some butter. Let's get those out of the way. I've got a couple of tablespoons of butter. I'll throw it in that pan. All we're going to do is slice the leeks and chuck that in that pan as well. Nice and steady, just slice your leeks. Don't rush. No accidents. So up and in. That is our work done. That is it. Pan on. So in that pan, we've got that butter in there, look somewhere, there. Salt, help bring out that moisture. Black pepper. Or any pepper. Or don't put it in. So all we're doing is just cooking these down a little bit, softening them all up in that buttery goodness. We might add a little bit more butter actually. I don't think there's quite enough for the amount of leeks I've got. A couple of tablespoons would normally be okay, but I think we might do a little bit more because we're going to make a sauce in here as well. Now take your time with the sautéing of the leeks. You do not have to brown them in any way. If they get brown tinge on, so be it. But you know, we just have to soften them and cooking them through. Now again, if they've got a little bit of texture in there, that is absolutely fine because they're going in a pie. We're going to cook in a pie for about 20-25 minutes. So we need to get this cooked off, all put together and cool down. I'm going to go in there with some mixed herbs. You know, we made them on the channel the other day. These are English mixed herbs, same that we use in the UK. You don't have to put any herbs in whatsoever, but it just gives it a little bit of extra through our pie. Now they will rehydrate in there, and if you do want to know how to make mixed herbs, there's a link on the channel right now and you can go have a look and make them. And obviously you can buy them in the shops. So that's going to give us a little bit of something in there with our leeks. Smells absolutely marvellous. Buttery leeks with a bit of mixed herbs in. Wow. Sauteing the leeks takes about 5 to 7 minutes. So don't rush the job. Do it properly. Saute them down. Soften them up. Beautiful. Okay, when you've had about 5 or 7 minutes, that's enough. We want some texture in there. In there with a couple of tablespoons of flour. And then all you do is cook that in with your leeks. That's going to take the rawness out of the flour. It's going to clump up a little bit, but don't worry about it because it's absorbing all that moisture. So it's a case of just turn over, spread out. Give it a little few seconds or whatever, and then turn it over again. And then that's what's going to cook out the flour in there without burning. You try not to burn any of this. When you've done that for a couple of minutes, we want about a cup of milk in there. Now people add stir. That's my cup of milk. Now this will naturally thicken with that flour that's in there, so do not worry about it. In fact, there's probably not enough milk in there actually, so we're going to go in with just a little bit more, because don't forget we added more leek. Fantastic. That is absolutely perfect. Just let it cook a little minute in there, come back up to temperature, and it'll start to thicken. We want that lovely thick creaminess. That is beautiful. Right, optional extra. You know, in the recipe I'll put Dijon mustard, because most people use Dijon mustard. Me, English mustard, so I'll put both actually. I like English mustard in here. It gives it a different depth of flavour without being sour, without that sour taste. And I don't like the sour taste with tuna. So we'll just stir that round. That's going to go in there, get that flavour all through there. Now don't worry about it, it does not taste of mustard, and it's not spicy in any way. Okay, and we want to go in there with some cheddar. Give it a good cupful, and then we're going to save some, a little cheeky one. So I'll just cook that in, let it all melt in between, get sticky. Fabulous. Oh, look at that gooiness in there. Fantastic. See, this is easy stress-free cooking, isn't it, you know? Just turn it over, give it a little one of those, loosen it all up, all the mix gets mixed together. Oh. So we're just going to let this mix cool down, and then we're going to crack on, roll out the pastry and put the pie together. Next stage for us, we want to be putting our pie together. Okay, this is an 8.5 inch spring form tin, and I've just cut some baking parchment and I put it in the bottom. Roll out your pastry, whether you've made it or you've bought it. That'll go in there. Bob it in. Feed it down any which way you can. Come on. Make sure your oven's on and preheated, 190. That's too neat, there must be something going on. I'm going to roll the lid now. I'm going to push this to one side, and then we can fill it nice and steady. Just to get the job done. So obviously we want a lid to fit the pie. Come on. So we got a little lid there, look. And I reckon that should fit inside there. Okay, so take your cooled down mix and chuck in your tuna. 2 cans of tuna in there. And we're not bothered about breaking it up, we're just bothered about stirring it through. So just stir it through the best you can, and you get a lovely pie filling. There you go, as easy as that. Take your pie base and in there with some of that mix. In it goes. Nice little squidge out. Sneaky one, a little bit of cheese. And it is a sneaky one, but it's going to boost that flavour all the way through there. More mix. Now you don't have to squash it down as such, you just need to spread it out. So just nice and steady, tuck it out so it goes up to the sides. Now again, a sneaky one, a layer of cheese. Put it on, push it in, plop it down inside. For those that are observant, you see we haven't put any water around. We don't need it because we're rolling over the pastry. So roll it over and make a crust. We want a crust on this one. So there you go, there's our pie. 2 fingers, 1 finger. So we got this lovely, lovely, lush looking pie. I mean, it's absolutely fabulous. Now you do have to vent this. There is a lot of stuff in there that's gonna steam. So we want to go in there, the usual. Just get your knife, stick it in, wiggle it about, open up that. Perfect vent holes. We're going for a little bit of an egg wash on there, just to give it that nice golden glaze. Come onto there. Grab yourself a tray. I've got a big tray, I'm using the big oven. Chuck your pie on there. Whack it in the oven 30-35 minutes. Okay, we've done about 35 minutes. We'll have that out of there. Now that is a pie. Just look at that beautiful pie. Oh yes, yes. It's been stood about 20 minutes. I deliberately left it a little bit longer because with it being a loose filling, I didn't want it to run out when we slice it. Well, I reckon it will run, but we're going to have to cut into it anyway. Come on. Well, it is a loose filling, but we're just going to have to go for it. Oh, how fabulous does that look? That is sensational. That's our tuna cheese leek pie made. Come on. Oh, we are in. Look at this pie. Come on, straight through and in. Cheesy, leek, tuna. Whoa. Oh, that is absolutely fabulous. Oh, oh, it's just off, the flavour profile's off the charts. That leek in there with that cheesy and the tuna and the butter pastry. Oh, it's sensational. Wow. That is absolutely flipping incredible. That is off the charts. Wow, if you do like what we're doing, don't forget, share with your friends. Tell them all about this cheesy goodness, this tuna leek pie. Oh, sensational. If you do like what we're doing, don't forget, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. Catch you in the next video. Oh, it's off the charts. Oh, that is incredible. Oh man.